I'm going to be installing the Tiger brand Jackpost. I have myself a nice concrete footing, and you'll be able to see another video on this one. What this consists of is two tubes, one goes inside the other, and I've actually got this one extended at the longest position. And this particular one is the JS36, which means 36 inches, which means that it will reach up to 36 inches. So you get two plates like this. I'm going to be showing you the method I'm going to use to attach this. I'm going to prepare this using a grinder because I want to make this nice and flat and level, so that this, when you put this plate on, it's not going to be kind of loose like that. I'm going to be using my nice face shield here, but it's probably also a good idea to use a mask. I'm just going to try not to make too much dust. Sulfur and looks pretty good, but I'm just going to wait for that to settle down. I'm going to put this on here just to make sure that the position is going to be central to the beam, and it looks like it's pretty good there. I'm going to mark these holes. I've got this Bosch half inch bit for concrete, and I'm hoping that my Hitachi hammer drill is still working. What I'm going to use in the holes are I've got some redhead true bolt anchors. The ones I've got are 1/2 inch by 3 3/4. They don't need to be that deep, I think. You're only controlling side to side movement. Actually, it looks like these are probably overkill for this, because when I check the bracket, it looks like the holes are probably made for 3/8 rather than 1/2 inch, because they actually don't go through. So I'm going to have to drill these out. I marked where I'm going to drill down to. What it says in the packet is drill down 1/4 inch below where this bottoms out. I think that's about right. So that's my mark right there. What it also says is to blow these out. Now I have an air compressor. That's a lot of dust. I've decided I'm going to use just 2 of these. The way these work is they have it's a taper, and they've got this expanding collar here. I'm going to bang it in the hole with the nuts on, and then once we've got it in place and we start to tighten up, then this collar is going to expand. So let's do it. Okay, that's in place. Get these tightened up. For fastening this plate onto the beam here, I have a triple beam, so I'm going to put this plate. This plate will fit nicely actually between, so it's actually going to be screwing into the inner and the outer beam, 2 on each side. And I'm going to be using these Simpson Strong Tie, these SDS heavy duty connectors. These are self-drilling. What I need is a 3/8 drive. Sometimes it's good that you have lots of sockets and things, so I was able to construct this thing going from a hexagon using various adapters, and I've got the 3/8 on the end, so I'm just going to drive this in, and that's going to be a lot easier than doing the concrete. But first I just need to make sure it's in the right place. That looks pretty good. This down, let's see if I can get this on there. This direction, a little bit off. Just bring it over here, try that. That's pretty good. One other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a washer. I think these are 1/4 inch. I have a thing full of washers here. I just picked out some nice flat washers here, and I'm going to see if I can get one of these in. That was easy. I like these screws. I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to buy an actual proper driver for this, but this is working. On the other side. Nice. More over here. Ah, shoot. Oh. Got it. Nice. Looks pretty solid. I'm going to put some grease on this. I have some brake caliper grease, so I figure this, if this is going to work on your car in all kinds of extreme weathers, then it should be just fine for this. It feels like it's already got some grease on it, but I figured I'm going to put a little bit more. And I guess actually I should really concentrate this on the top. If I was a little bit smarter, I would have done that. Let's get this put around there. I'm not going to tighten this up too much just now. I'm just going to put some bit of pressure on it, and that's it. Right now, I'm going to attempt to raise this up a little bit. If this is actually going to work just without any additional jacks, then what I'm going to try to do is raise it up 1/8 of an inch. If you can see this blue line here, I've got some white lines drawn on it between there and there. That's about 7/8 of an inch. And if you can see that corner over there, the laser is actually touching right on the bottom of this, over there and behind me. My plan is to raise this up. I'm going to try and go 1/8 of an inch. If I'm going to need some additional jacks to assist that, then I'm going to have to do that. I have a pencil mark on this white line right here. I'm going to try and see if I can move this to that. Let's see how it goes. If it doesn't go, I'm not going to force it. It is moving, and I'm feeling that it's not, I'm not putting a whole lot of effort on this, but if it only goes 1/16 of an inch, then so be it. I can feel some clicking, some movement. Now I might be satisfied with that. That's probably about 1/16 of an inch. Let's see. Well, I think I'm going to leave that right there and just let this deal with the force I'm putting on here and come back another day.
Coming up in this Crawlspace series is preparing the floor and putting down a ground sheet vapor barrier. Consider subscribing and give me the thumbs up if you like this, and let me know in the comments below what your experiences are with your Crawlspace. See you soon.